Welcome in, Cancer. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. For those of you that are new, welcome in, guys. Hope everybody's doing awesome. So, Cancer, this is going to be your mid-month read for love. Good, pretty much mid-April to the end of April, but as you know, time is fluid. So, if you're drawn in by the title, definitely could be a message here for you guys. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, any placement in Cancer. If you haven't checked out your monthly read, feel free to do that. It's a lot longer read, a lot more in depth. So this is going to be your mid-month. We're going to take a look, Cancer, and see how you're feeling about your person, how your person's feeling about you, upcoming actions, and I'll pull some messages at the end here. Trying to keep the mid-month a little bit shorter, but sometimes it doesn't turn out like that. All right, so that card wanted to come out, so we're going to keep that. So Cancer, again, we're going to take a look at your feelings and then we'll take a look at your person. So again, general read, cross watchers, feel free to swap energies or sides. All right, Spirit Angels and Guides, we're going to keep that card because it wants to come out for a reason. How is Cancer feeling about the person on their mind here? How is Cancer feeling about this person on their mind in love, please? What's going on between Cancer and this person? I did want to mention in your pre-shuffle, Cancer, the Tower card came out. We'll see if it wants to come out again. But just so you know, the High Priestess card coming out. Three of Pentacles. Judgment. All right, definitely looks like right now, Cancer, the person on your mind here, I definitely feel like for a lot of you, you're feeling whether or not you can really see yourself with this person long term or not. I feel like you're trying to make a decision about that. I feel like this person, they do have some good qualities here. Queen of Pentacles is, somebody who's like helpful, resourceful, somebody who's, you feel safe in their presence, somebody that, nurtures the connection, somebody that is, kind, has a kind heart, somebody who's, concerned about the things, in life that are important. So, that's like family, kids, somebody who's not completely consumed. I feel like though sometimes this person can be focused on how much things cost. That's not going to be for everybody. But, at the end of the day, I feel like there's more boxes that this person checks for you than, than not. So it's kind of like, no one's going to be a perfect 10 out of 10, right? Or, you shouldn't be doing that just because those are a little bit unreal expectations, right? I mean, everybody's going to have some flaws here and there. Nobody's perfect. I feel like you do realize that here, Cancer. So I feel like, essentially, I feel like this person, is probably like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 for you. But there is a few things about this person that, you know, I don't want to say are red flags, but I feel like this person, there's things about this person that it's like, well, can I really overlook? Can I really overlook these things? You know, so I feel like you're really thinking about these the couple of boxes that are not checked off about the situation of this person, and it's like, can I really see myself with this person long term? Can I overlook or overcome, or are these things going to drive me bananas like down the road? So I feel like that's really your energy here, Cancer. I feel like, you don't necessarily want to bring these things up to this person at this point. So for some of you, especially if this is a newer relationship, so High Priestess can really talk about somebody who's, you're kind of keeping those thoughts and feelings to yourself about the situation, about this person. But again, there's a lot of redeeming qualities that this person has. There's just a couple of things. So yeah, I feel like you do enjoy spending time with this person. I feel like you can see that you and this person work really well together as a team. So I feel like, on the whole, you and this person, are on the same page or like kind of really value the same things in life. But again, trying to make a decision here. So I feel like, these things are kind of coming to the surface now with the situation with this person. So I feel like for a lot of you, you've probably either been with this person a while or, you know, there's recent things that you've seen and or actions taken by this person that are kind of like stirring these things up. So, you know, let me give you guys an example. Maybe you've been dating somebody for 6 months, and now you're kind of seeing these other areas. You know, the more time you spend with somebody, you kind of like start seeing, you know, the real them, right? Or they're like, you know, maybe not at their best all the time now. You know, it's kind of like, I want to laugh, the energy of like, you know, when you first are dating somebody and you're like, you know, staying at their house or something, and then you want to make sure that, you know, that you're your hair is good, you're like, you know, wearing sexy pajamas, you're, you know, got your teeth brushed, you know, you know what I mean? And then it's like you've been with somebody for a while, things are starting to feel kind of comfortable now. You're not so concerned about, you know, that you don't have any makeup on, or you're not wearing, you know, your sexy pajamas, you're in your sweats. And this person, you know, now you're kind of like, you guys are both comfortable around each other now. And now you're kind of like seeing a couple of things that you're, hmm, I don't know about that, right? So I feel like it's kind of giving you pause. And again, trying to make a decision about those things are being brought to your attention. And can I live with those things? Yeah. But I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, this person's very sweet. Really gives me like kindness. You know, I feel like you're very comfortable with this person. This person's really comfortable with you. It's like, could be a Pisces. We have the moon here. And again, I feel like, you know, you're kind of getting in your own way here, Cancer, on some level. Like worrying about maybe things that don't really matter so much. And again, at the end of the day, you're going to have to make that decision for yourself. I can't make that decision for you, but I feel like that's really, these things are being called to your attention. And can I live with those things about this person or this situation? So let's see how this person's feeling about you. Hopefully that made sense, Cancer. How is this person feeling about Cancer, please? This person could have Earth in their chart. We have a little bit of Earth out. How is this person feeling about my Cancers, please? All right, so we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor. We are in Aries season still. Justice. And the Page of Wands. I kind of like this, Cancer. I feel like this person is willing to put in the time and the effort here. I feel like this person, how they feel about you is that, you know, they know that you're a really hard worker. You know, you kind of like give it your all. I feel like, you know, you do boss up when you need to, so I like it. So it kind of gives me the energy of you calling somebody out when they're, you know, bullshitting or like not being real, or like I feel like this person likes that about you, Cancer, that, you know, your authentic self, I want to say. You know, you're balanced, you're hardworking. I feel like, you know, when you need to like say something, you're not afraid to. So I do like that as well. And I feel like this person is willing to see where things go. So with the Page of Wands, like they're ready to go on an adventure with you, see where things go. I feel like they don't really want to make a decision right now. So we have the Two of Swords on the bottom. You know, but I feel like this is a new opportunity. They're not saying it right now, but I feel like some of you, this person's going to ask you to go away with them. Yeah, I feel like maybe in 2 months, you and this person might go on vacation together, or take like a small trip. That's pretty specific. Yeah, I feel like this is almost like a test. Yeah, I feel like this is a test. I feel like this person may suggest to you, Cancer, oh, hey, you know, do you want to, you know, go on like a 3-day, 4-day trip somewhere. And I feel like this person wants to see how you and this person, you know, when you're stuck with somebody for 4 days, how does that go? How did it go? You know, are you guys arguing? Are you guys getting along? Are you? So I feel like for a lot of you, you've never gone away or been with this person for this for this amount of time. I feel like this is intentional. I feel like this person wants to see like, okay, can me and Cancer get along? Like for 4 days, like, am I going to be sick of Cancer? Is Cancer going to be sick of me in 4 days? Could be shorter, could be longer as far as like the number of days you and this person are going to spend together. But again, I feel like it's a test. So be prepared, Cancer. I feel like this person is going to test the waters with you. I feel like, you know, just be your beautiful self. But I feel like it's this person's wanting to do this to kind of see whether or not you and them could be, you know, how well do me and Cancer get along for 4 days straight? You know, can I see me living with Cancer or kind of like taking this relationship to the next level? You know, so just be mindful of that. I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for that in the near future. So I feel like it's going to be before the end of June. Yeah. Let's see though for mid-April to the end of April, is this person going to take any action towards Cancer? Action towards Cancer. Actions towards Cancer, please. So we have the 7 of Cups. There's the Tower, and I knew I saw it. 5 of Cups. 6 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Okay, I feel like there is going to be some sort of something is going to be, I feel like that was hidden is going to be revealed. And I feel like it's going to be a big thing. I feel like this situation between you and this person, Cancer, the illusion around, you know, some feelings, I feel like there was an obstacle, I feel like, between you and this person in the past. I feel like, you know, that illusion is kind of coming down. And I feel like this person that you're dealing with here, Cancer, they're kind of in the energy of, you know, is this really going to work? So I don't know. I feel like for some of you, something that was hidden is going to be revealed in the middle of April to the end of April. And I feel like this person is now going to be in the energy of like, you know, can me and Cancer still have success? Can we still work this difference out? I feel like it's a difference of opinion on some level, but let's clarify. Yeah. I feel like the block is here that somebody doesn't really necessarily want to be in a high level commitment. So there could be some confusion around a situation that I feel like somebody's disappointed here. So I feel like this person is either disappointed or you're disappointed here, Cancer. That there was maybe going to be some big changes here about moving things forward, but this person is still kind of dragging their feet. That's either you or them here. And it's like, well, you know, do I still really, you know, does Cancer still really want this? Okay, let's see if Cancer is going to take any action. I'm going to clarify those cards too. 2 of Cups. I feel like maybe as well, Cancer, if you have other options, this person might find out about it. If you're dating somebody else or like you're interested in somebody else. Yeah, I feel like Cancer, you might have two people. So this really still, again, gives me the energy here that this person might find out about that. And that might be kind of like a wake-up call as well for this person that you're dealing with, Cancer. So maybe this person thought like, they were the end all be all here a little bit, right? And then they find out like, oh, Cancer's actually interested in someone else as well. Yikes, like, am I going to come out victorious here? Am I going to get Cancer? Am I going to be with Cancer? Or, like, I feel like this is like almost a shock to this person, not necessarily to you, Cancer, but I'll clarify those cards in a minute. Yeah, there's competition here, I feel like, Cancer. For your Two of Cups. So I feel like for some of you, definitely might have two people that you are interested in. And now I feel like this person's kind of coming around, kind of expecting you to, they were expecting it to be easy, like, oh, I have Cancer's heart. Of course, Cancer wants to be with me. you know, now that this person is ready, I feel like you might not be ready, Cancer, because I feel like you may have someone else that you're also interested in. So I feel like you are kind of like guarding that, or maybe you were guarding that, not letting this person know. I feel like, you do want to see where this goes as well, but like we talked about up top, is this person really at the end of the day going to give you your Nine of Cups here? Hmm. Yeah, I feel like this conversation, I feel like this conversation is going to be a little bit shocking to this person. So I'm not sure how this person's going to find out, but I feel like this person, I feel like, was in a bit of an illusion that, oh yeah, now that I'm ready, Cancer's ready, this is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy, and it's a little bit more complicated. And I feel like that kind of like surprises this person. Kind of getting yeah, I think this person thought it was going to be a cakewalk. Now that I'm ready to kind of like present myself to Cancer and give Cancer all of my love and energy, Cancer's just going to be, open arms and be super happy about it. But I feel like you're not, Cancer. I feel like they're on some level here, like we talked about up top here. There's a couple things about this person or this situation that doesn't either sit right, or like your loyalties are a bit divided between this person and someone else. Yeah, that's really what I'm getting. And there's your card here. Like, I feel like you're going to be at the end of April here, Cancer. I feel like you're going to need to kind of like make a decision about what direction you're moving in. Are you going to stay in the situation, see where things go with this person? Or are you going to choose a different route? We have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're kind of going back and forth between, I have a lot of passion for maybe this other person, but there's a lot of obstacles. So I feel like as much as you maybe wanted to be in a relationship with somebody, Cancer, I feel like now that that's kind of like things are happening, or this person wants to like maybe go on vacation, like I mentioned with you, or spend more time together, you're kind of like, whoa, I don't know if I'm really ready for this. And, I'm also interested in somebody else. So, I don't know if I really want to be in a commitment because then I'm closing myself off to this other opportunity with someone else. So I feel like you might need to, have to take a step back here, Cancer, and make a decision about this situation or this person. Okay, let's clarify their actions here because I did say I was going to do that. What's the Seven of Cups here? And we did have Neptune in Pisces. It's now in Aries. So that's like, the rose-colored glasses are kind of coming off. Tell me about that Seven of Cups here. What's the Seven of Cups? Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like it's about feelings. Again, I thought Cancer really loved me, you know? Either that as well, or this person might be realizing that they actually really love you, Cancer. That could also be what's going on here. Tell me about the Tower. I feel like it's more like this person realizing what they want with you, Cancer. And again, your loyalties are, I feel like, are divided. I keep getting that. Tell me about the Tower. All right, I got two cards. We got the Empress and the King of Cups. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, this could really be a confession of feelings. And again, I feel like this person maybe thought that it was going to be easy, Cancer. Easy. I feel like this person thought it was going to be easy, like a no-brainer. Of course, Cancer wants to be with me. Tell me about this Five of Cups. Tell me about this Five of Cups. We have the Star card. And the Six of Wands. Interesting. So I feel like we have two kings coming out here, Cancer, plus the Emperor here. Again, don't get caught up in gender here, but I feel like there's a lot of people showing up here in your reading. So either you're dealing with a water sign or an air sign. I feel like you feel like the success is obviously with this King of Swords and not necessarily this water sign for some of you. But I feel like at the end of the day, you're a little bit conflicted whether or not, maybe you're having issues with the air sign. Things aren't going the way that you had hoped. So, but I feel like this person that you're currently dealing with, they're going to be a little bit blindsided, I feel. Like this person is learning something mid to end of April about your loyalties. So I don't know. This person could be pressuring you on some level here, or revealing how they actually feel. And I feel like for you, Cancer, it's, again, like I mentioned, I feel like a lot of you maybe wanted to be in a long-term relationship with this person at some point, but I feel like your loyalties lie somewhere else. Do I, kind of go the stable route here, or do I go after the person I really want to be with? My wish here, the Star. So who's your wish here, Cancer? Which person is it? And again, I feel like for a lot of you, you have options here. If you don't have options, I feel like for a lot of you, it's really just more about that this person thought it was going to be really easy. And I feel like for some of you, that might definitely piss you off that this person thought, that you were just going to fold up and it was going to be easy to either get back together with you or like to move forward here. And it's not going to be as simple as that because, like I mentioned up top, you're trying to make a decision here about, is this person my person? We check a lot of boxes, but am I settling for this person, or is this really the person I want to be with? Is this really my Two of Cups, right? Interesting, Cancer. Interesting. Yeah. I feel like you're still holding on to the idea of either being with a past person, the person you really want to be with, or whether or not this is going to cut it, you know. Again, I feel like you have mixed loyalties. I just keep hearing that, mixed loyalties. Like your heart is divided at the moment here. All right, let's get some messages. These may or may not apply. Take it how it resonates here, but let's see what comes out. Messages for Cancer, some things Cancer may not know. And it's difficult because you got a couple people showing up here in your reading, Cancer. Messages. I also noticed we just have the Empress and the Emperor out, which is interesting. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. That card keeps coming out today. I hide behind material things. I wish I could share my good news with you. I know that I crossed the line with you. So again, I wish I could share my good news with you. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I hide behind material things. I know that I crossed the line with you, and I hope that you can forgive me one day. Interesting. So I feel like some of these messages could be, if you are dealing with two people, again, take it how it resonates. All right, Cancer. I feel like you're going to need to be making an important decision here soon. Mid to end of April, or you're going to be in a situation where you may have to make a choice here about what direction you really want to commit to. What's going to give you your Nine of Cups? Which person or situation is going to, give you everything that you wished for, that you're hoping for here? So I feel like I would just want to say to you, Cancer, whatever you decide to do here in this situation, at the end of the day, you need to follow your heart. So that's really the best advice I can give you, All right, I'm going to end your reading here. Hopefully it helped. If it did resonate, if you could let me know by hitting the like button, I'd really appreciate that, and or making a comment and or subscribing. That would be most amazing. If you are interested in a personal read, I do them. Feel free to reach out to me. It's just sayitsoultarot@gmail.com. The email address is in the description box of this reading. As always, guys, take care. And I will, like I mentioned, I think at the beginning, I will try and do a couple bonus reads before I do your monthly for May. So definitely watch out for that. All right. Take care, guys.